throughout the country to make this very important initiative a success. During the most recent State of the Union address, President Obama once again reminded the world of the importance of learning, from increasing access to high-quality early learning opportunities to ensuring that all children are prepared for and supported in completing college. The President also reminded us of the power of dreams. But as we all know, it is not enough to simply dream. Children, youth, and adults throughout this country need opportunities to realize their dreams. Like the President, First Lady Michelle Obama, and so many leaders in this room have experienced, and as we have discussed, no one achieves their dreams alone. Growing up in Los Angeles, California, it was never the expectation that I would stand here before you today. But my mother, who's sitting right there with that camera, my support system, give a round of applause. With my mother, my support system, and I worked hard to ensure that I had every opportunity to reach my full potential. They made sure that I was surrounded by effective educators, enrolled in classes that prepared me for college, felt safe and secure in school, and that I was learning inside and outside of the classroom. They made sure that I had every opportunity to develop my head and my heart. And this initiative will work to ensure that the story of how early and often investments in a child's future lead to success becomes the norm, particularly in the African American community. As many of you know, for far too many children of color, the desire to dream is suppressed because too many barriers to equal opportunity still remain. African Americans lack equal access to highly effective teachers and principals, challenging college preparatory classes, and supporting completing higher education. These challenges are only magnified for Black boys who are often expelled from school before they even begin kindergarten, and disproportionately experience referrals to special education. And as I thought about the commitment of the men and women who educate our children and the work that lies ahead of the initiative, I was reminded of a Senate candidate named Barack Obama who said, "We must eradicate the slander that says a Black youth with a book is acting white." And see, I can relate. Growing up, my biggest challenge was that I was a kid who actually liked school. In Inglewood, California, being book smart was the fastest way to get you beat up. I get your sneakers stolen. And now as I stand here at a time when that Senate candidate, now our president, has made me intelligent cool, I often wonder what this means to children across America. Yes. Children like my beautiful niece, Jordan. I wonder how they are inspired by our president. And at its core, my dream was and is to serve my community. I want to be clear in overstating the role that educators play in helping each of us to find and to live our dreams. Educators are public servants that help us design and follow the blueprint to these dreams. And I want to take this moment to thank my mother for being my first and most important educator. She instilled in me early on an appreciation for lifelong learning, and she equipped me with the foundational tools that I depend on to this very day. And my life's journey is a testament to the transformative power of a quality education. As a classroom teacher, I saw my childhood dream of being an example of encouraging others to live their dreams materialize. And I have been blessed to learn the process of federal policy making from some of the nation's greatest legislators, including President Bill Clinton, Congressman Charles Rangel, the late Senator Edward M. Kennedy, and most recently, Chairman Tom Harkin. I know firsthand how government and policy can make a real difference in the lives of children, and I would use these experiences and the relationships I have developed to inform the work of the initiative. The initiative will support the President's desire to restore this country to its role as a global leader in education, to strengthen the nation by improving educational outcomes for African Americans of all ages, and to help ensure that all African Americans receive a quality education that properly propels them for college, productive careers, and satisfying lives, including in the following ways: highlighting the role of educators and administrators in increasing and improving access to high-quality learning opportunities, while also finding ways to support them in their work. Supporting efforts to increase the number of African American teachers and administrators, specifically the number of African American males in the profession. Enhancing investments in high-quality early care and education programs, specifically increasing the number of African American children enrolled in quality child care and preschool programs. By reinforcing connections to rigorous K-12 courses and increasing access to critical supports, including by strengthening relationships between schools and communities and local businesses, social service organizations, healthcare providers, and parent and volunteer organizations. And by helping to increase the number of African American students applying to, persisting in, and successfully completing college to ensure that we meet the President's 2020 goal of becoming the world leader in college graduates. I leave you today with the words of one of our most distinguished scholars, Langston Hughes. He wrote a poem in 1926 entitled Dreams.